people comment like walking by going, oh, is that a Birkin? And I have heard that. Like, I've heard people say that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a tag video, and it is low-key luxury items, understated luxury items, and I was actually tagged by the wonderful Isabel's Style. So if you don't know her, I will link her channel down below. She is a fellow Australian and Sydney-sider as well, so hi if you're watching. Now, first and foremost, if you aren't already subscribed to my channel and you do love luxury videos, then I would appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button below and also the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos, which is twice a week on a Wednesday and on a weekend US time. So let's dive right into this tag video. And I do have, I'd say, fairly sufficient amount of items that I feel are understated, low-key luxury items, and it actually is quite good looking at them going, yeah, I like the idea that these are low-key and understated, because I like that balance in my, you know, my wardrobe and my fashion, that I can kind of pick out items to balance with other items that perhaps are more obvious luxury. Let's dive into the items that I feel are low-key, understated luxury items. And we're going to start off with shoes. And the shoes that I picked out that I feel are definitely low-key, understated are these Hermes Trot Mules. Now, these are a seasonal item, so I don't think Hermes makes them anymore. I think they were 1,100 Australian dollars. They are very comfortable. They got a very decent size sort of heel on them, nothing too big, comfortable sort of block heel, but they look very classy, effortless. They are Hermes, so they are obviously expensive at $1,100. But they do elevate an outfit with that white mule. Personally, I don't wear these really anymore, and I did want to sell them. I do kind of still want to sell them, but I'm happy if they don't sell, because I know that eventually I will be able to wear these more down the track. I just said I have young kids and it's just not practical for me to wear heels. And obviously with the pandemic, I am not going out to any kind of fancy places. But even if I did, I probably still don't tend to oftenly wear heels anyway. I'm just more into flats. But these are a very nice, effortless, sort of chic vibe. Totally understated, low-key luxury, extremely high quality as well, because they are Hermes. And what I do like the most about these shoes is this cute little Hermes hoof, the horseshoe hoof. I think that's really cool. And then it's got Hermes just at the bottom as well. I know I'm showing you the underside of my shoes. That's kind of gross, but I just had to point it out. I thought that part is really cool about the shoe. The next luxury shoes that I have that I feel are very understated, and they are Gucci. They are the Gucci Princetown. Now, these are really popular for Gucci shoes, but I still feel as though these are extremely understated, low-key luxury, because most people wouldn't know that they're Gucci unless you follow any kind of, you know, fashion luxury brands. You wouldn't know it's Gucci. I asked my mother if she knew what shoes these were, and she had no idea. I asked my sister-in-law, she has absolutely no idea as well. So if they can't guess what brand these are, then that to me means that it definitely is low-key luxury, even though they are Gucci, and Gucci tends to be quite loud. They are so comfortable. These are my favorite shoes. So obviously I have two pairs. You can tell that they're my favorite shoes. These I bought, I think, 2017 when they first launched, and I paid maybe about $650. They are now almost, actually I think they might be $1,000 Australian now if I'm not mistaken, so have gone up quite a lot. These ones I have owned for I think maybe about 6 months now, and I used a friend referral code. They haven't had as much use, obviously with the pandemic, you know, just not really going places, that sort of thing, and these are more kind of like a spring summer shoe for me. But yeah, these shoes are so comfortable. I highly recommend them. I just think that they go with pretty much everything. I wear them with dresses as well. I wear them with jeans, I wear them with leggings, I wear them with everything. I love them so much, and they are ridiculously comfortable. They are obviously going up there in price now, so if you do want them, I suggest to grab them as soon as you can before they just keep climbing up in price. They don't go on sale. These shoes never go on sale by Gucci, okay? Unless you get like the seasonal designs, then they would go on sale in the Gucci private sales, but permanent kind of colors, these leather ones that are classic and effortless, they do not go on sale. For all the items that I'm mentioning, if they are available, I'm going to link them in the description bar down below. If it's not available, I will try to list an alternative in the description bar down below. But let's move on to the only jewelry piece I have. I only have one jewelry item that is low-key understated, but I feel like maybe it's not in a way, and it is actually the Hermes Collier de Chêne. This is in the new small model. So this is half the size of the usual Collier de Chêne, and as you will notice, it doesn't have this big kind of you know, the Collier de Chêne rock that's there. Doesn't have the 4 of them with the little ring in the middle. So to me, this is more understated, in contrast to the original counterpart, which is the Collier de Chêne standard bracelet that everyone knows. This is still new to Hermes. It hasn't been around all that long. So in contrast to that, I feel like this is understated, low-key luxury. The price on this, I can't remember exactly, but I believe it was around $1,100 Australian, whereas the Collier de Chêne in the standard thick size, which is pretty much double the size of this and much more in your face, like, you know, it definitely isn't understated in my opinion. That is $1,600 Australian, just over $1,600 actually. But yeah, I think that this is a really great alternative if you don't want a bracelet that is too punk rock looking. You like something that's a little bit more understated but still kind of got similar edgy vibe. And it's also really good for small wrists as well. I have a very small wrist. My wrist is only 14.5 centimeters. It is small. So when I wear this bracelet, I just feel like it just suits the size of my wrist. Obviously, the Collier de Chêne in the normal standard size is more well-known, more renowned, but to me, I still feel like I get the same effect with this bracelet. Before we get into bags, let's talk small leather goods and accessories. Now let's start off with what I feel is a low-key understated luxury item, and that is the Hermes Twilly. So the Hermes Twilly is quite renowned. A lot of people use this to protect the handle on their bag, and that is exactly what I use the Hermes Twilly for. But I also feel as though this is a very fantastic low-key understated luxury item because it is like you can use it to protect the handle of your bag, but you can also still use it like wrapped around your wrist as like a bracelet. You can use it wrapped around your neck, kind of like as an accessory sort of thing, you know, tied in a cute little bow. Not that I sort of is my sort of style, but I think that it just has a lot of versatility to the piece. You can use it even as a bag charm. There are ways that you can wrap this Twilly kind of like a bag charm to hang from your bag. I do have a video on many ways to wrap your Twilly scarf. I'll put it in the description bar down below anyway in case you're interested. But the Hermes Twilly is actually a really good price point as well. It is $290 Australian, and the next item is an SLG, and it is again from Hermes, because I feel as though Hermes definitely has a lot of low-key understated luxury items, but it is such a well-known house as well, and extremely high quality, fantastic craftsmanship. So that is why they are the top tier when it comes to the luxury brands. And the piece I want to talk to you about is the Hermes Calvi. The Hermes Calvi is a fantastic card holder. I have actually owned many of these throughout the years, but when I get bored of my SLGs, before they get too beat up, I tend to just resell them. It holds a lot of cards in there. I could fit many cards. At the moment, I have 15 cards that easily fit in here, no problem, but there's so much space to fit more. And the retail price on this, if you get it in Chev leather, so this is in the color lime, and it's in the leather Chev, which is more expensive than Epsom. So this is 555 Australian dollars. If you actually get it in Epsom, I believe that it is 495 Australian dollars, so it is a bit less. A very understated low-key luxury item. You wouldn't know that this is obviously Hermes, but for anyone who knows luxury, they would know that Hermes does the best colors. The whole luxury game, Hermes does the best colors, 100%. They have so many colors. It is insane, the variety that they have. So Hermes Calvi, fantastic card holder. Move on to bags, and this is probably going to be controversial because people may not agree with me that this is luxury, but I feel as though this is definitely a luxury brand. It is obviously not Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Chanel. It is not the top tier, but to me it is contemporary luxury. And what defines a luxury is actually quality, what you are getting for the value of money with still added luxury value, because there is always a premium price point on luxury. That's just the way it is. But I feel as though this brand definitely adheres to the ADL principle, and it is luxurious and high quality, and that is Senreve. I have a couple Senreve bags. I have some more in my collection. These are the ones that I picked out to show you guys, and I feel that these are definitely low-key understated luxury bags. This is the Aria belt bag, which is in pebbled leather chestnut. This one is a mini Maestro, which is again in pebbled leather in the colored pebbled blush. So I really love both of these bags. I use them a lot. They are pretty much my go-to bags when it comes to this one for errands. When I'm running errands, if I'm going to the post office, I'm gonna go get Starbucks, pick up dinner, anything like that. Even if I'm just going into the shops quickly, I will carry this bag. This is my go-to bag. I don't want to like carry like my Hermes bag or anything like that just to go and run around quick errands. I just feel like this is a very fantastic, versatile, go-to carefree bag when I'm like on the run, literally trying to do things quickly. And then this bag is my go-to when we are, say, going to visit our in-laws, because they have lots of kids around, especially if there's like a kids party or anything like this. This is definitely my go-to bag. And if, say, we are going to like the zoo, anywhere where I may need to wear a backpack, this is a bag that I'll reach for, because this actually, if you don't already know, this converts to a backpack. You just pull the straps, and I've already got it in backpack position actually, because I was using it as one, and you just pull the straps behind and then it becomes a backpack. But then you can also pull the strap up and it is a shoulder bag. So it is a very versatile handbag, same as the Aria belt bag as well. You can use the Aria belt bag in 7 different ways. I will link my IGTV video below for the Aria belt bag. So yeah, that is now a shoulder bag. This can be used crossbody, belt bag, multitude of ways. You can change it out to a chain strap as well, so it looks more dressy. I do have a coupon code with SendRev. My coupon code doesn't expire. It gets you 50 USD off at checkout, and it's just Purseonfleek 50, so you just enter in that code at checkout. But yeah, SendRev is fantastic value for money. I really feel that it is luxury, and I think that obviously these are understated. They're not extremely well known, but that to me is a good thing, because these bags are quite effortless and versatile, but they speak for themselves in terms of like their shape and craftsmanship, in my opinion. As time goes on, the brand will pick up more and more momentum, but I still think it's always going to be the effortless sort of understated luxury. And the craftsmanship, like I said, is fantastic, especially for the price point too. I mean, there are other bags that cost thousands of dollars. Definitely, I'm not saying Hermes, but like, we all know what I'm kind of leaning towards here. There are some top tier luxury brands that have quality issues that cost thousands of dollars, but this brand is under 1,000 USD for both of these bags. They do have other leathers as well, which does kind of change the price. I'll put all the details in the description bar below, as well as links to both of these handbags exactly. Like I said, Hermes does do quite a lot of understated luxury items. And the first one that I'm going to mention, and this should be no surprise as well, I have spoken about this bag before already. I did a full review of the mini Ruli, and one of the key points that I said that is a fantastic pro for this bag is the fact that it is actually understated. So it is similar to the Constance in some way in the shape, but it is more functional than the Constance in my opinion, because it just opens and closes like this. But it is a very understated luxury handbag. But people that know Hermes would know that this buckle, this is like the Chandon buckle. This is quintessential Hermes. It's fantastic craftsmanship as always with Hermes. It is impeccable, incomparable. Nothing compares to it. The feel and the smell of Hermes leather is just magnificent. But the mini Ruli, I think, retails for this was actually more expensive because it's actually Barenia. It was $11,020 Australian, but I believe the usual retail price for the mini Ruli in Evercolor is around about $10,000 Australian. So this bag I definitely recommend as a low-key luxury item, and you can also use it in a few adjustment levels. So it can crossbody, and then you can adjust the strap to make it that little bit shorter to wear it on the shoulder. And then you can also just double strap it as well. So you can have it sitting pretty much underneath here. Again, if I have a video that I have done this in, I'm going to link it down below so you can refer to it. I think in the mini Ruli video, I did show the demonstration of how you can do the adjustment on the mini Ruli. But yeah, that is the first Hermes bag that I wanted to talk about. The next one, which is actually really new to my collection, this was the bag I picked up for my birthday, and I'm very, very happy with it. And it is the Bleed 27. This is in the color Cray. It's in Epsom leather with gold hardware, which is perfect for the color Cray. And it does come with a strap as well, which is fantastic. Top handle bag, 2 handles, but does come with a strap to use it crossbody if you want, but it's a bit short. But then otherwise, you know, use it as a shoulder bag. This is obviously a low-key luxury item. Not everyone knows the Bleed, but the Bleed is actually the very first bag that Hermes ever released as an actual like ladies handbag. The Bleed was released in 1923, and now you will notice that Hermes now has the 1923 Bleed bag, which is essentially modeled after the original 1923 release of the Bleed. It wasn't called the Bleed originally. I think it was called the Torpedo, but but they did later on change it to the Bleed, I think in 1994. So this is a fantastic bag. I absolutely love it. It does have a zippered closure as well. The zip only goes one way. And then inside you've got a kind of like a slip pocket there. This I will eventually do a review video on, so unfortunately I don't have a review to link right now for this video, but eventually I will do a review of the Bleed 27. Now this is in Epsom, so it is actually a bit cheaper than Swift. In Epsom this was $8,755. I believe. If I'm mistaken, I'm going to correct myself. And then in Swift, I know it was like 9,600 and something. It was like 9,650. So it is more expensive in Swift. Swift is a fantastic leather. I love Swift. I do have a Swift handbag. But in the Bleed 27, I actually did want it in Epsom. So I'm really glad that I ended up getting this in Epsom. Very cool, chic, understated luxury handbag, but it's extremely high quality. It is Hermes. It feels luxurious. I cannot sing my praises enough about the actual quality of Hermes handbags. So I definitely recommend the Bleed 27 if you like a more petite, cute size bag, but still totally functional as well. Now onto my very last bag, which I feel is an understated luxury handbag. And it is low-key, but it is a controversial choice, and this is actually the exact same choice that Isabel's Style also had for her video when she filmed this, and it is the Kelly 25 in Rattan. Now, I agree with Isabel that the Kelly 25, any Kelly bag actually in the Rattan shape is more low-key, understated, in contrast to its counterpart, the Birkin. The Birkin is much more flashy in my opinion, and actually when I have actually been walking around in the shops, I have had people comment, like walking by going, oh, is that a Birkin? And I have heard that. Like, I've heard people say that. Only with the Birkin, never with the Kelly. And specifically in the Rattan, it is more casual, understated, because the Celia was actually the first release of like the Kelly bag. It was in the Celia shape. The Rattan came later. But yeah, I think that this is low-key understated luxury. No one's ever kind of like picked up like in public when I'm walking around in my local area, and no one has said, oh, is that an Hermes bag? Is that a Kelly bag? I've only ever had that happen with the Birkin. So I do agree with Isabel on this one. I think that it is low-key understated luxury, and the price point on this is crazy. So, you know, we all kind of know that it's crazy price point. I think that the retail price on these now are around about I think it's 14,000. I know it's at least 14,500. It might be 14,800 for the Kelly bag in the Rattan. Swift is more expensive though, so it could even be closer to the $15,000 price point. It might even be just over 15,000 specifically for Swift, because it is a more expensive leather. But I know that with the Togo, I do have actually a price a video that talks about prices for Hermes, and I will link it down below as well, just as a reference in case you were curious. And I do talk about the potential impending price increase that may happen next year for Hermes. But yeah, it is definitely in the $14,000 mark, this bag. It is not cheap. It is very expensive, but I love the Kelly. I'm definitely lean more towards a Kelly bag because it's more practical for my lifestyle with the shoulder strap, of course. And I don't find that the getting in and out of the bag is all too cumbersome. You get used to it anyway. So to me, I'm totally used to it. It's fine. I don't get annoyed by it. If anything, I find the Constance is a little bit more tricky to get in and out of. But yeah, this is my last choice for my final low-key, understated luxury item. I'm going to tag some people in the description bar down below. I think that this tag has been running for a little while now, so maybe you guys have already done it anyway, but I'm just going to tag some people anyway. That is it. That is all that I have for the low-key, understated luxury items that I wanted to show you guys that are in my collection. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!